I say screw it. We're just gonna wing it. All right, we're recording.
Oh, we are.
Since you want to just throw Jimmy out there as like a topic of conversation.
Well, I mean, I'm concerned for our buddy. We haven't heard from him in about 3 or 4 days, and the last time we saw him, he sent us a picture with him standing on a frozen lake, -8 degrees, with shorts and a t-shirt on. So
I know. Maybe the shrinkage expanded. Maybe it just wasn't one part, and he just whittled up, withered up. I don't know.
Okay,
withered up. Who knows?
but
Jimmy,
isn't that like a
for you and your winky? Okay.
yeah? But isn't that like a sign of like hypothermia when you're not sure exactly what you're doing? And
well, I'm a smoker, so my fingers and my toes are the first thing to get cold, like way bad, because circulation and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I try and avoid like negative temperatures, because given that my appendages are prone to get cold first, I don't want it to hit the third part. So. Just playing it safe. Hey, welcome everybody back to Reseller Leftovers podcast. I am your temporary host, Mike, and this is your other temporary host, Joe, Philly Picker. Jimmy is out on a lake freezing his balls off, and other parts, who knows? And he's out ice fishing. Ice fish. Why am I struggling?
It's called ice fishing.
Ice fishing.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, we're sitting here and we're talking behind the stage. I prefer not to, because we just want to get into the topics and everything. And Joe, of course, has got to bring up Jimmy, which we truly miss. Jimmy, hurry back, please.
Yeah.
We really miss you. And then he wants to bring up the fact that Philadelphia is on fire in celebration of the butt whooping that they put down on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't believe you doubted us. I mean,
it's crazy, dude. Like, well done on y'all's performance, Eagles. I mean, couldn't happen to a better dude. Jalen Hurts is awesome, man. I mean, he really is like a super down to earth guy. Very, very cool, very humble, and he's not braggadocious at all, and neither is Saquon either. And you look at that. I mean, the same thing goes for AJ Brown. You look at like their top performers at top positions, even on defense and everything. Just lights out, great people, like hands down.
Oh yeah.
So, I don't understand how y'all get such an awesome team for such a crappy fan base. I don't. Y'all are undeserving.
Oh. We had one bad incident with Santa Claus 50 years ago, and that was it.
You burned down everything. Light poles are falling in celebration. It doesn't matter. Like y'all are the Nick Foles year. Oh my gosh. Talk about like just tearing down a town, like while being happy.
Man, well,
it is.
Maybe we gotta fix that a little bit, but other than that, it's what the city needed, I think.
I'd rather walk around Oakland with Broncos gear on than just be any team in Philadelphia that's playing Philly.
Okay.
Just imagine being covered in hot cheesesteak. My biggest fear, I guess. I don't know.
It's not such a bad thing, is it?
I don't want to wear sizzling meat strips.
Oh, as long as it's a good cheesesteak,
Yeah, that's true. All right, so issue, what's going on, man? Like, what's been happening?
Nothing much. Been trying to sell. I'm not listing like I should, and it's showing in all the in my sales. I didn't have a real good weekend. Sold 5 things all weekend. That's pretty slow.
That's pretty crazy. I sold three. And I hadn't listed in over a week.
Yeah,
I mean, it's been pretty bad for me. And you think about it, like, what do you think has led to your demise other than listing? Is there anything else?
I think 100% is listing, but I'm at the point like we talk about almost every week is I'm not sourcing anything new really. So everything that I have to do, it's like a project. I got to clean things. I got to fix things. I got to test things. It's all the stuff that's been sitting around that I didn't want to deal with right after I bought it. And now, I have to list that stuff because I'm not really buying new things and there's not real sourcing opportunities here. So I think that's what's really, slowing me down from listing is because everything's a project. And I said I was going to do better this year and stop buying those projects, that you have to do things. I'm going to stick to buying things that I can bring home and list, not things that I have to bring home and wash, try to get stains out, clean. Testing, I don't mind it. Certain things, I don't waste too much time with like cameras, digital cameras, all that. But I don't mind that stuff. But anything that's a project, I'm trying to not deal with it.
Yeah. Speaking of project, uh, we got to work on having better friends. ADH Dave was supposed to be on tonight with us to like kind of cover down. And we had the other guys on last week, and I was like, well, what can I do to kind of shift some gears? And I was like, well, let's put Dave on here. You were tracking, Dave was tracking up until they just didn't record their podcast, so they're doing that tonight as well.
It's about right.
Like, that's pretty selfish, Dave, but don't worry. It makes it easier because if I'm going to throw this roast thing on there, the demotivation, it's better if I haven't talked to Dave and that he's angered me right before I do it.
Absolutely. I think no better time than to let it out.
Yeah. Yeah. You just want to be selfish. I'll be unselfish. I'll say all the things that we're all thinking. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
So eBay, any issues?
Yeah, I'm actually dealing with an issue that I never dealt with before. Listen to this. So I sold a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer figure, like new in the package. I don't know what figure it was. One of those Misfit toys, whatever. I think I sold it for $30. I sold it October 31st on Halloween. Guy messages me on the 4th of February saying that he didn't get it yet.
Yeah.
So, which is fine. I saw it late at night. I looked it up. I saw it, and that the information of, like I said, the originally when I looked it up, the tracking number was all there. The guy's address was all there. Everything else like that. That was on the 4th. I said, I'll deal with it tomorrow, whatever. Well, the 4th was when it was delivered. So I was still able to see it. The 5th, when I checked on it, all that information was gone. Everything was gone. The listing was gone. Everything. 90 days after it was gone.
So it doesn't even show up in your sold.
It shows up as no, not in my sold. No, the only thing I can click on it now is if I go through the messages and find the message and then click on that item. It just shows that there's nothing there.
But you said you couldn't find the tracking number.
Right.
That item isn't here.
Isn't here. So, but I was able to see it it must have been the last day. Well, I went through the whole thing, finally getting somebody to call me back on eBay. That disappears at 90 days, disappears when at the time of delivery. So it was time that he delivered, from 90 days. I could see it up for 90 days after the time it was delivered. So it must have been delivered, November 4th or something,
right?
November 3rd or whatever it was. So, but when I checked it on the 5th, everything was gone. So I told eBay that. eBay said they could look into their thing. in the message, I'll read you the message that the guy sent me too. Let me see if I can find it. He says something about me sending an item to to Canada. And I sent the item to California. eBay was able to show it that the guy's registered address is in California, not Canada. So I don't know if it was a scam. I don't know what it is, but
California, so more than likely, yeah.
Oh yeah. So, well, let me see if I can find the exact message that the guy went in on me about this, but I don't understand why he waited so long to reach out to me. 90 days after it was sold.
Because he probably found a loophole, is my guess. I don't know. For it to not show up, because I can go on and like look at I can go to like Seller Hub and look at my orders, and then I can go to manage paid and shipped orders, and I can scroll back and I can see orders and tracking numbers and everything.
Oh, I might be able to do that then. I only checked it on my phone because when I saw it, like I said, it was late at night. I said I'll figure I'd deal with it in the morning. Where's it at? I'm trying to find it. But anyway, he basically told me that he didn't care about the issues that Canada was having with the
strike,
I guess. But that I didn't understand any of that. And then he said so eBay told me that they would close the case in my favor since it was out of the 90-day yeah, here it is. I ordered this item before the holidays, and it's still not arrived yet. I would like a full refund back. This is not right. I feel like I've been taken advantage of and scammed. Please provide me with the money back now. I am a kid, and I saved my money for this, and I still have not received it. I don't care what happened in Canada. I need my money back now. This is not
okay. Anybody that says I'm a kid is probably not a kid.
Right.
Anybody that says I've been scammed is probably one scam. I mean, it's kind of like the people that like who farted, like like probably you. I don't know. Like, dude, but you said eBay closed it in your favor.
Well, they said eBay said that they would close it in my favor, but they couldn't help me if they did a chargeback. I don't know if there's a time frame on the credit card company that you can do a time back. So I asked the guy that answered the phone at eBay. I said, or they called me back from eBay. I said, is there any possible way you can just give me the tracking number? So I know sometimes when they do a chargeback, if you just supply the tracking number and that it is delivered, eBay will
Well, investigate. Go on there real quick. Come on.
Yeah. So, and he told me that he couldn't give me the tracking number over the phone. So I don't know, but I didn't even try to check it through, which I could probably do, is check it through.
Yeah, just go to Seller Hub, go to orders, and then manage paid and shipped orders.
And it will go back that far, right?
Oh yeah, it'll go back a century. I don't know. I mean, it goes back 9 pages, and I don't sell that much. So, I mean, that's 25 items per page. Let's see the furthest it goes back. In 9 pages, it goes back to I did last year because I filtered the last year, so it went to January 1st of last year.
Okay.
Let's do some math. 9 times 25. Oof, that's a bad year, dude. Nobody judged me. Yeah, I said 9 pages at 25 items per page. Congratulations, you sold 225 items max.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do the math, but if you want to do it for yourself.
It sounds really bad when you say it. When you put it out in the universe, you're like, 225 items in a year. And then you break it down and you're like, ooh, 20 items a month, less than.
Well, now, goodness. I
mean, hold on. Let me update my resume. So sold 17.3 items per month on eBay.
Well, now you don't have to worry about that. You're selling everything on Dibdit. How's that going for you?
Oh, dude. Well, I'll say, like, we can't turn this into a Dibdit commercial. Dave's doing that with every one of his videos. So it's kind of tough. Pretty soon we're going to get the haters that Dave gets over here, and then we don't want that. We don't want that. But cooking with Dave people can come over. They're welcome. Um, but we did a huge giveaway the other day. Huge giveaway. Um, did it in the span of, what do we say? I want to say it was like 2 hours. Hold on, I've got like a little op order thingy that I did. Yeah, for 2 hours, from 2 o'clock Eastern to 3:45, so an hour and 45 minutes. We did that giveaway, and it was strictly giveaway, just like 5 minute, just jumping across marketplaces, and a lot of people were involved, with the exception of you. Like we're missing you.
Me?
So, yeah.
Wow.
You're already in there. You might as well be selling stuff.
I know. One of these days I'm going to do it. One of these days I'm going to do. I think I'm going to try to do it on Threads, since that's my biggest thing that I don't like selling, and it's projects to me. I think I want to just go ahead and do some clothing on the Threads one. Did you do one over there? Yeah. Have you done a show?
Yeah. Yesterday I hopped on with somebody. Somebody was going, and their show had like 7 or 8 people in it. Okay. And I was like, man, in starting this up and building it up, like I don't have the pull that the other people do. I don't have the following that the other guys do. But I just hopped on there and I got them up to like 24, 25. And I mean, it makes a big difference when you have that kind of competition between 7 or 8 people and 25 people. And the guy that I jumped on there with, like, was running great stuff. And that's what kind of motivated me. So I just hopped on there. I ran 4 items, and then I jumped off, and he maintained over 20 people in his show just based on his own inventory. So nice. Dipped Threads is something that it's a work in progress, but it's progressing quickly. Like there were 2 or 3 lives. I think Pinjo's live right now, and he had over 20 people, over 30, or right at 30. Hold on, I want to double check, because I agree, dude. Like Threads, because I hate doing clothes too.
Yeah.
He's got 20 people in there now. And,
so what'd you do? Would you put a show on your channel and then raid over to the other guy that was doing, or you just went in there?
Yeah, I went in there and I was like, hey, can you send me an invite to co-host?
Oh, okay.
He just clicked my name, sent the invite. I popped up. And anytime that, like, you're with somebody else, whoever is following that person will get a notification that they're live. So some of those just like trickle over. They come in, and then I can leave and they can stay in the show. But I ran like 4 items. They're pretty decent. I mean, a Harley Davidson shirt I think sold for like $2. And I mean, like, crispy, clean, nice Harley Davidson shirt. But the only problem was it was an old dealership, but it just had like a Harley logo on the back with that location. It didn't have, like, the cool graphics that Harley Davidson has. But I've got a ton of those, so I'm going to be doing those in the near future. But hopped on, did that. Did a Grinch shirt, got a couple bucks from it. But I mean, all of this stuff is stuff that I'm buying at yard sales for $1. So even if I sell it for $2 or $3, like, it's profit. It's done. You're building a following, and that following can carry you into any marketplace that you're at, or they can follow you into that marketplace wherever you decide to sell.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. But yeah, if you hate clothes, but you can get them and you get them cheap, and you just want them gone, absolutely. Like I said, dude, there's somebody on there earlier and 30 people in there.
Yeah. A lot of the clothes I also have are from my boys that are just outgrown them. I have 2 teenage boys that they're growing like weeds, so they're outgrowing, all the clothes that they have. And I say, oh, I'll get around the selling it. I'll get around the listing it, and I have 2 big bags sitting down here and not doing anything with it. So
100%, dude. Like, it's the same thing with my son, because I was fortunate. Like, jeans and stuff they have, it makes it a little bit easier, because like the shirts, it's not always the same, because they have is it youth or teen? It's not, or is it teen? Youth, I think. I think it goes boys, youth, and then
Use size, use small, use medium, use.
yeah, and all of those are like teenage stuff. Yeah.
Well, they're a little bit young, Like my sons right now are just getting out of like an adult small and adult medium. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And they're
Yeah.
17 and 14. So I guess like like a youth extra large or a youth large is probably like 10, 11, 12 years old type thing. So
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, I have basketball jerseys, I have baseball jerseys, things that they just,
Yeah, if you got that kind of stuff like jerseys, it makes it way different because there's a ton of teenagers that want jerseys. There are a ton of parents that are out there and they're willing to buy that up before they'll buy up like a T-shirt or something that runs smaller. So yeah, dude, come on over to Dib to Threads, man. It's just craziness.
I am signed up to sell over there, so maybe one of these days.
Yeah,
I'll get on there with you.
I did a coffee on Commons this morning.
Okay.
Where I just kind of went on there and looked at some lots and stuff, like where wholesale lots or what do they call it, collector wholesale or resale wholesale. I guess there's a way you can break it down. Like certain people will price things differently. They'll price it similar to like a lot on eBay. Like if it's something like, let's say somebody puts on G.I. Joe or He-Man or something, they could put that on there and then have that, 20% reduction of what it would be or 25% reduction and kind of lot it up and save money. But then you also have people that are just like, I don't want this. I want nothing to do with it. And I'm going to put it on here and make a couple extra bucks in addition to the reason why I bought that lot to begin with. So,
right.
Man, did you find out? Were you able to find it in the research?
Yep, it's on there. And the guy's address is in California. So I don't know what he's talking about with Canada, but I do have the tracking. And then if he does do it, and it was delivered the 4th of the 5th of November.
Your tracking showed up. You went to USPS and saw the tracking.
I can only do it on USPS. I couldn't click it on the screen. I had to copy and paste it from the Seller Hub.
Huh. It's funny because I'll put some of mine. I copy pasted into USPS, and it didn't show me an update like label created or something. But on here, I can click on mine, and it tells me when it was delivered, like Friday, November 29th or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that outside of that? I guess that's still inside of the thing, huh? Maybe that's why I didn't have that. Maybe that's why. Oh, that's why I wasn't able to click the link. Yeah, because it was outside of 90 days, but you were still able to see it was delivered.
Yeah, outside of 90 days, you have to cut and paste it because it doesn't let you click it on the Seller Hub or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see if I can even. I don't think I can get one of mine to work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, mine says label created, not yet in system.
For what? From all the way back in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't mean neither. It's crazy.
Well,
I'm not too worried. At least you can. That's all that matters to me.
Hopefully they don't open up anything. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like you said, it probably wasn't a kid, and he was probably out to scam. So it was only $24. I mean, was it $34? Was the price of the thing?
Hey, sweet. You know what? My feedback is back to 100%.
Oh, that guy did. Because the guy
took the thing off, but still had one that was like within the last 12 months. But I guess in the last week it fell off too.
So, wow.
Yeah. And my neutral was gone too.
Welcome to the club.
I get 100% for nothing. I mean, it doesn't make a big difference. I did find out. I think I told everybody in the comments. I did have buyer pays returns. And for some reason, I can't figure out how to bulk edit it because it's under like shipping policy or something. And well, obviously it's under return policy, but I haven't figured out how to do that. On some of them, I put free returns, but I can't go across and like do all the old ones, like bulk edit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I sit here and wait to sell it, or I just sell it on Dibdit.
There you go.
Okay.
Are you pulling stuff over from eBay? Or you don't have a lot listed, right? So you're just taking the stuff that you don't have listed, right?
Oh, you mean just to run a live show?
Yeah.
And I mean, I did good, dude. Like 4 shows, $1,000. Well, that was before we talked last time. I did all the shipping and everything. I had surgery last Thursday, so I'm just recovering, dude.
Were you going to tell any of us? I mean, I sit here every week and do a podcast with you, and we didn't even know you're having surgery.
Don't worry, dude. Don't worry.
I mean,
like all the other guys, they didn't know. They're like, "Hey, why aren't these applications approved?" And I'm like, "I don't. Let me gain feeling in my legs real quick, and then I'll get back to work." Dude, the only reason is, man, I'll tell people. Pilot idle systems, like a cyst on my tailbone. And I've had surgery twice before, like back when I was in the military, but they're like, no, you're going to have to deal with this for life. And so this was the 3rd surgery, and it's no fun, but all it is like your tailbone will roll over scar tissue, and it causes it to get inflamed, and it like causes pain, like none other. And just because it's down there by the nerves and everything. So, 3rd time's a charm, hopefully. But I'm trying not to do too much. But like I said, we do this giveaway show. I'm up here doing some stuff online, trying to plan some shows. We're going to do a Dibdit Threads Raid Train thingy on the 20th.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Well, it's good.
Not trying to do anything.
It's good to know that I could have lost 2 of my partners in this podcast thing together. I mean, Jimmy's walking around some frozen lake, and you're in the hospital laid up. So,
yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, well, hopefully Jimmy's staying off the thin ice. That's it. That's all you got to worry about.
Oh.
Maybe the house floats. I don't know. I would imagine it does. It's got to have some kind of thing for the oh shit factor, like a just in case mode.
But did he? Oh, I guess we could talk about it next week. Did he sleep out there in the thing?
Oh yeah. They got like bunk beds in a little house that sits on the lake and everything, which is crazy because you're just like, all right, I'm gonna sleep here and then I'm gonna fish. I'm gonna sleep and I'm gonna fish, and then I'm gonna cook some stuff, but I'm gonna fish, and you're stuck in this. I don't know, 10 by 8 room, 8 by 8 room. Who knows how big it is?
So you better like the people that you're in there with, I guess.
No joke, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's got to be a little bit bigger than that, because if you're sleeping 4 and 4 people are fishing, or maybe you got 2 holes, or I don't know. I mean, ice fishing hole, Joe.
I know. I just figured. I figured you were going off the rail, so I wanted to get my laugh in first.
No.
Before I shut the camera off.
No, I'm further contractually obligated to not go off the rails now.
Okay.
Like, it's absolutely horrible unless you pay for it. Unless you pay for it. If you pay for that level, all bets are off.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Well, thank you. I'm not feeling better.
Well, I'm glad you made it out through surgery. All right.
I'm spending all my time in sweatpants, and I'm forcing myself to be in bed. Like I will get up and I will do too much, or I'll come up here and I'll sit at the computer, and it just not recommended. Like stitches and everything. Like sitting down is not the best thing. And I got to force myself to get in bed. But it's crazy when there's work to do. I have no problem being in bed. But like now, like because they're like stay in bed. I'm like, I don't want to. You're not my real dad. Like,
So are you not a sweatpants guy?
no, jeans, boots. I've been wearing flip flops and sweatpants. Yeah. About it. I get up, yeah, take a shower, change my underwear, and go about my. I mean, just normal stuff. I do that on days where I'm not all laid up in bed too. Don't
Okay,
get me
I,
wrong.
I was wondering that, but
You're like, ooh, special exceptions. But yeah, so I try and do stuff, but then when I do it, I'm just like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done. I was so stupid. So and up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs is not great for you, especially when you come up here just to sit down and you're jumping between this and then jumping between doing auctions and then back over here and doing auctions. And I haven't even done a video because I like sit down and to sit through that and focus and not lose track. I've got to come over here and do like 5 minutes at a time.
how long you got?
Hmm?
How long is this going to last? How long you got to be like that?
Probably a week, so at least until Thursday.
Uh,
And they gave me the Walmart call today, and they're like, "Hey, you want to you want to come pick up your pills?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I don't want your pills, dude. I don't like Norco or whatever it is, hydrocodone." But I'm like, no, I've just been taking ibuprofen. So if I can get by on that, like taking ibuprofen like once a day, then I'll be good. If I need to go to two, then I mean I should go to two, but I've been fortunate to not do that. I don't know enough about this crap, man.
well, I mean,
I don't like talking about it because I've always said my wife was a pain in my ass, and now the doctor just proved me wrong. So I don't like being wrong.
oh no.
But yeah, that's about it. We talk about like personal life because there's not a ton of reselling stuff, really.
No.
I mean,
You sell anything good? What do you got? You got a sale of the week? I mean, when we're jumping into this quick, but how about comments from last week? Any good comments from last week?
Yeah, comments giving everybody praise, all the guests praise, Carrie and Tim.
Yeah.
Keith telling me I'm right. I did appreciate that. It was like, at least Mike knows that I watched theirs before y'all. I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was talking about he was in there with him and Dan were selling something together. I don't know when that was. Over the weekend, I think they were or whatever. And he was saying when I went in there, he was saying that Mike was right. That he did watch the sports one first.
Which is good. I'll tell you this: there was somebody running an auction on did it this week, and dude, Keith is good about it. Like, Keith, all I did was do the vintage sports flips, and what it was is somebody was selling these like little the animation cells, like when they did cartoons and stuff in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, where they would take each little thing and layer it on like laminate paper, and then it would compile the graphic. Well, there was one that I saw, and I promise you, it was like kind of this dude flying in like a shorts and jersey and stuff, and he had a basketball, and I was 95% sure that it was Michael Jordan from Pro Stars. You remember that old cartoon with him, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky? Well, it looked like an animation cell from that. So I tagged Keith in it. He came over. I think he got it for $10, which it could be. Hopefully, it's a good thing. I mean, just the fact that it has Jordan in it and it has an old cartoon, like, so I do right by people. I help them out. I'm like, hey, something over here. If you're here, if he didn't show up, I was gonna bid on it, and then I would hopefully be rich beyond my wildest imaginations. And we've seen Keith's room, a big old helmet, Eagles chairs. Keith's rich.
Oh
And
yeah.
we know that. He's got to be. With that memorabilia collection, you see Keith talking about buying out, $80,000 collections and people's stores and everything. And I'm like, second mortgage. He's like, no. I have that laying around. I keep it in my I keep it in my Eagles memorabilia. He just
Yeah.
keeps loose cash. That's where all his green stuff goes.
Yeah. So if you do run into Keith out on the street, he probably has money on him.
100%.
Okay.
100%. Yeah. Imagine, like, actually, don't use Keith's money to hail a cab. Just take his phone and then order an Uber, and then save that money. Comments of last week. Do you got anything? Uh-oh. We haven't responded to one from 2 days ago.
Jimmy.
Jackie. Again.
I don't know.
Jackie Rose. $49.99 super chat, heartfelt emoji stuff as always, celebratory. Is it a super chat, super sticker, super chat? Thank you very much, Jackie.
Yes, thank you, Jackie. We appreciate it.
We're gonna get to you soon. Let's see what we have. How do you do the top? Well, it's to not affect our egos or anything. We don't really have top comments. I think the most people like our comments are 2. Actually, Jackie was the top. She got 8 thumbs up. Russia Nation said, Reseller, you're a doll. I know who wrote this. I call people doll. All right. Jackie, you're a doll. Did I already say she's a doll? She's a doll.
Is that your go-to?
No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's usually like sweetie, sweetheart. A lot of times it's ma'am. But when you think about like some of the ladies that are out here watching us, how fantastic they are, not to just us, but the community as well. Yeah, dude. Like these women are hands down put us to shame. Like it is absolutely crazy to think. And there's a lot of people that do great stuff, but like the women, my goodness, I don't know how we got so fortunate. See now, let's see. Oh, I want something that was just like, oh no, I think Mike somehow hacked into my YouTube watching history. Don't worry, I watched them both. Terry with his sultry lighting, Mike with his order pile flex. Yeah. That was Sharif in Australia. Sharif Holland.
I was expecting to see that a big pile behind you again, but once again, I didn't know that you were laid up for a few days. So,
dude, it took everything I could to get in here today because I had 3 eBay orders, 4 giveaways, and sold 4 items. So it ended up being, 11 packages between everything, and just to sit down here and pack. I wish I had done it on a table. It should have made it a little easier, but at least here I'm not moving around. It's kind of a trade-off. You got to sit down or you got to move around. I don't know. Anything that you can think of as far as Brad Brinkley? There he is. I'm more of a $1 and a $5 kind of guy. Talking about Tim.
Yeah.
I tell you, like, great interaction with the fans. Thank y'all very much for all the comments and everything. And really, really glad that you guys can understand Jimmy not being here and still tuning in. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Tim, both for coming on. We appreciate that.
It was fun. It was a fun show last week. So
it was. I mean, it's a lot better than getting stuck with just you and I.
I know this is going to be torture for anybody that listens. Somebody won't get 40 minutes into this. So
I know. Should we stop at 39:15? That way it doesn't kill our spirit. Be like, I hate to think they don't make it to 40.
You know.
But sell of the week. Well, we can do a sell of the week if you have something. You know what? While we're on here, let's go ahead and shout out our members. Are you aware of those? Do you have those readily available?
I do not have them readily available, but I do have a sale a week readily available, and it's a sale that I was shocked that sold.
A sale that you were shocked.
I was shocked. Yeah, I just figured it was going to be one of these things that is going to sit in my store for a long time. But it was Scotch Guard upholstery cleaner from 2000 cans, 2 cans of them.
I want to guess.
Go ahead.
2 cans of 2000 sold for $13.99 plus shipping.
No.
Less than that?
More than that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how big the can is. I don't know. Does size matter?
It depends. It depends on who you're talking. Well, these are, what are they? 14-ounce cans. 2 14-ounce cans. Scotch Guard upholstery cleaner from the year 2000, sold for $24.99, $23.98
plus shipping.
Huh. Which I was shocked that they sold, and I don't even remember where I got them. They've been sitting down here. This was one of my projects that I just listed, and it really wasn't a project. I just didn't think they were worth any money. Which I probably looked them up, and there was probably no solds or something like that. So I didn't know what to. And then I sold where are we at? A Dale Earnhardt Zippo lighter, new in the package.
That's probably $25.
$50, $49.98.
Really, for a Zippo? That's crazy. You said Dalhart?
Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, Dale Earnhardt. Okay. Here's my best seller week. This is. Can you see that? There you go. I think that's a little bit better.
Is that in My Pony? My Little Pony?
My Little Pony, Baby Beach Ball Paradise, Baby Unicorn, my Little Pony, 1984.
$25.
I hate you, Joe. I hate you. $24.95 plus shipping. Ooh. Apparently, I'm not as mysterious as I'd like to think.
So
you're going to say something?
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah. So that I mean, it's not the coolest thing. It's all N64 hang time box and then the Crash Bandicoot on GameCube. That's 3 things I sold this weekend, which would turn into, well, I mean, essentially this week. I don't know, because I shut my store leading up to, I packed on Wednesday, and then I was like, well, whatever sells, I don't have to ship it until like Tuesday. So I just took care of it all today.
I sold 2 basketballs last week. The one that used to be back there.
Oh, dude, you're supposed to get 2 of them, remember?
I know, but I sold that one. And I sold another one, and this was a women's ball. And I sold a full-size men's basketball that didn't fit in the box all the way, so I deflated it a little bit. And that buyer wasn't happy that I deflated the basketball.
To fit it in a box.
He said it's flat. So I said, I apologize for the misunderstanding, but it didn't fit in the box.
You should have bought an air pump and sent him a link to your store.
No, I should say, listen, I'm selling this air pump if you want me to send.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you should find an air pump and then put it in your store, but then drop ship it to them. That way you don't even have to go out. Just to help them out and make it a little bit. Yeah. All right. So I want to get to our memberships. Of course, we can go through Jacqueline Rose. Thank you very much. Keith, Vintage Sports Flips. As always, we appreciate you, brother. Mike Medco and Mike Camparelli and Mike Medco meetups. Y'all go make sure to go check them out on YouTube as well. And let's see. I know we have Junk Jaw, but it's not Junk Jaw. It's Triple R Collectibles, I believe. Yeah, Triple R Collectibles. Why can I not just go to people? Like, this is horrible.
There's got to be an easier way to get to it.
Cat Rescue, of course, our favorite cat lover in the world. And then that's it. Triple O Trash Cash Podcast. But you'll get your comeuppance here. It's comeuppance, the correct terminology. I don't know. You get your shout out here soon, buddies. Flakes. Thanks again, Dave.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't, I was like, I'm going to schedule somebody else. And I want to get Mel on here. Back from burnout. I don't think you had a chance to meet her, but Jess.
Yeah, I never met her, but she's like time zones like 3 days ahead of us.
No, she's behind us. So when we're recording at like 8:30 or what, 8:30 Eastern, it's like noon her time.
Yeah, but like
it's perfect
on like Saturday afternoon, isn't it? Like
no, it's the same day. It's the same day, and like realistically, I mean, I would rather have Mel on here because I want some actual book knowledge. I don't want some like locker room like book knowledge. That's like half-ass book knowledge. Like the only thing they could do is like tell you how that dictate. But it's I want something that is hardcore, a true seller, basically somebody that profits off of teching. That's when you know you've made it. When you're teaching people for somebody else, that's when you've made it.
Yeah. When did you meet her? When she came over here to Florida and all that?
No, actually, well, yeah, it was Florida that she came up to FlipCon.
Oh, that's
and
right.
then after FlipCon, she went up to Kevin's, and she was staying out by the airport. And one day, Matt, Aussie Flipper, had stayed behind in North Carolina to wrap up this Pokemon deal. So she was just he had picked up some and then went to pick up some more, and then she came up there and I was just covering down, took her out. We went to Appomattox and everything like that. Dude had a blast. Like went to some garage sales and flea markets or thrift stores, flea market. We walked into a flea market that had a sex shop in it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, dude, it was great. I was like, I want to make it my thumbnail, but it was so hard to blur each item out. And I was like, man, all right, we have to work this a little bit differently. But we had a great time. And who wouldn't want to be an absolutely gorgeous woman, had one of the greatest accents on the face of the earth, and very, very kind, and just funny. Like we had a great time. It was a blast. So I'm gonna, and she likes me. She thinks I'm, she doesn't know the true me. I guess that's the best way to say it. So I duped her, and I think I can dupe her to doing this show again. And that's fingers crossed.
Are we gonna let her know the real you, or are we still gonna?
No, God, no.
Okay. I just look. I need a plan here. I mean, you guys don't tell me anything that's going on in your lives. I got to figure this all out on my own.
Yeah. What do you think? Next, tell my wife who I am. I can't afford that. We got to keep this stick up. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. So hopefully, try and get her on. Try and reach out to some other ones. I thought about art, but yeah, his audience has the attention span of like two rabbits doing rabbit stuff, and like that's it. Bing bang and gone. It's the same thing with a lot of the people that focused on shorts and stuff. And then Chris, good Lord, Chris Flips the World. Like we could try and get him on. I don't know. Like some of the people that I know that would say yes, I don't know if it would be the greatest thing. Just when I'm a changed and reformed man, and I'm not saying F this and F that and stuff like that to bring those kind of bad influences into my life again.
So you're dealing with the things that me and Jimmy dealt with when we talked about bringing you on.
100%. No. It's way worse. It's way worse.
Okay.
I'm way more conflicted because I want to be that person. I just can't.
Okay.
Y'all didn't even want to associate with that person, but you're like, we don't have anybody. That's it. January house is busy. What the hell are we gonna do? But yeah, we could get Josh. I could ask Josh or Harry Tornado, but I actually did that this morning, and then I responded no for him. I was just like, "Hey, Josh, do you think about coming on here?" And then I said, "No, Mike, not with you." And then I just left it at that.
Okay.
So he isn't aware that he rejected me, but he did
you
say,
rejected him for him.
"Yeah,
Okay.
he did say thank you for saving me the trouble."
Oh, okay.
But he's a little upset that he didn't get the joy of telling me no. Absolutely not. So, guests coming up. We don't know. We're gonna work on some stuff. We want to start doing some stuff once a month, and that's about it. Like you agree to it. I think we need to do some lives. Kind of BS a little bit. We need to do some behind the scenes. We got to get you talking, dude.
Me?
Biggest complaint.
Listen, I'm here to keep you guys in line. We all have a cross to bear when we're here on Earth. So I'm gonna pick and choose my battles, and just make sure that you guys are in line.
Use guys. Yeah. We need some more engagement. But realistically, dude, we haven't talked about much. I mean, we had some sales of the weeks. We got comments. We're tracking that Dibdit is now the place to be, even though everybody wants to hate online resellers now, live sellers. They're just shifting. Everybody shifts. They follow whatever Dave does. It's the wrong thing apparently. Even though
I didn't watch his video yet. His week one update yet. I gotta watch that.
I know. Same here. Dude, it took me. I finished Trash to Cash this morning, and last night. So we're recording Monday, so I finished it Sunday from Tuesday.
Right.
Which is horrible. I feel bad. Like, these were my friends. Until Dave abandoned us tonight. Right. And the good news is we got Joe talking more. So I don't know. You got anything else, dude? Like I would rather not sit on my butt. I'm sorry, everybody. I love you all, but I just want to go lay down and die for just a little bit, and then I'll reincarnate.
Sounds like a plan. But look, I didn't know you were feeling this way. Like I said, we could have figured something out. Maybe
the show must go on. The show must go on.
Show last week or something, to hold us over. I didn't see. You got to tell me what's going on in your life.
I know, dude. I'm sorry. If it's any consolation, I told my mom I was going into surgery. I told my mom I was going into surgery for the first time when I was going into surgery. And it was at the same time that I wished her a happy birthday 2 days later. I was like, hey, I'm signing these documents to go into surgery. And it's the first time I put the date in 10 days. Just wanted to wish you a happy belated birthday. Like, do we have a good relationship? No. But did I step up and make up for wrongdoing, for failing to remember? Yes, I have a heart. Okay, I'm not a just total asshole.
All right.
But if that makes you feel any better, dude, I didn't even tell my parents I was having surgery until the moment of. But next time, you're my first call.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all I need to know. I need to know what's going on with you guys, man.
I know.
Jimmy's still MIA. We haven't heard from him in 3 days.
I know, and we sent him messages. Nothing.
No. But yeah, well, I hope you're feeling better. Go get some rest.
Yeah. Good luck dodging the fires in the streets of Philadelphia and stuff.
I got
celebrate the win.
we got a big parade on Friday. I'm sure Keith will probably be down there somewhere, at the parade.
Yeah.
We're getting some snow this week, so I think originally it was going to be Thursday, and then we're getting snow Wednesday night. So
That'll help keep some people out of the streets.
well, they pushed it to Friday. So
Uh-huh. It doesn't matter. It's cold. That's just a reason for them to light a fire. That's great. Good job, Philadelphia. No, congratulations. Go have fun. Hopefully you get to go to the parade. And again, congrats on the win for City of Philadelphia. Y'all deserved it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, buddy, before we go?
Nope.
All right.
Feel better, bud.
All right, you do. Y'all take care. Hello, Trash to Cash. You asked for it. And just to drive you extra crazy, I made sure I'm not centered, and I have a ton of ceiling showing. But you've paid for this, and I'm kind of stuck. I mean, how do I sit here and demotivate 3 individuals, which apparently have no motivation at all? Look at Dave. He quits eBay to go and run some shows on his cell phone marketplace. And you look at Carrie, you don't have to change anything, dude. I mean, I can't tell you to do any less than you already do. It's impossible. So keep up the great work. And then you got Kevin. Like, my God, this guy would, like, adopt more children than Angelina Jolie if it would increase his shipping efficiency. So we're talking to 3 people that already do nothing. I mean, 6 listings in an hour and 15 minutes. Sorry, 6 drafts. Again, just do what you do. But we appreciate your money. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to need y'all to improve so I can, like, demotivate you next month. Not just acknowledge that you're already there. But thanks for the money, I guess. I mean, is it equal to all the shit I've hoarded out for y'all over the last 3 years? I could stop doing stuff for y'all and get my money back by the time I die. But I'd have to quit drinking soda and stop smoking, so we're never going to be even. But nonetheless, thanks for the money. Keep being shitty.